Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina in Wake Forest Stadium. Saturday may be the traditional day for college football, but EA Sports College Football has a great showdown here on this Friday night. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys?
Okay, Holly. The Hurricanes ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Demon Deacons offense will get first crack at it here. And here comes the sophomore running back. What a game he had last time out. Found pay dirt 3 times, just under 100 yards in their win. Quarterback gets past the marker, and he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Lopez wants to fire. Gets it out fast. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and take it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him. When you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. So Miami's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And they'll put their fate in the hands of this transfer junior quarterback. He threw for 5 touchdowns in a victory last time out. Offense working from the pistol. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Going to the run, it's Fletcher. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. On the draw, it's Fletcher. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Canes will try to convert on 4th down. Got enough space. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Every offense talks about being physical, setting the tone. That is exactly what the offense just did. Run the football every play down the field. Don't try to trick them. Don't try to confuse them. Just be physical and set a tone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gonna run it. It's Wiggins. Turning it on. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground. Now on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move. Maybe a crease. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Demon Deep.
Didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Canes send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They go play action with Lopez. Snagged out of the air. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Demon Deacons will hustle to the line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Catch in the middle, it's Hernandez. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, it's Wiggins. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
3rd down for the offense after recovering their own fumble. Throwing, Lopez. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. And it's right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Throwing, Mensah fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darren Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. For anybody that didn't know Darren Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up for the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship. But this is a guy with tons of talent. They think there will be no drop-off at the QB spot. They've got their eyes set on taking one step.
Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Shakes off the defender. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Quarterback may change this route. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Makes a connection. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Running inside, it's Wiggins. Got a little grass. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Lopez. Pocket breaking down. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. Lopez to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Hunt is on its way. And he doesn't field it cleanly, it's loose.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football, they are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field because that could have been disaster.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense set on 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Delay to the back. It's Fletcher. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Canes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Might be changing the route. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football.
Could be an alley. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hand.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Here's Lopez to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Keep it on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Mensah. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in right.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Lopez wants to fire. On target. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the fourth sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
The Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Miami sideline. There is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Second down coming up. He'll run it again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Hurricanes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's going for it all. Upstairs to make the catch. The tackle is made, but he's got it first. From the 6. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Here's Mensah to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Demon Deacons use their second timeout. They'll have one left. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing, Lopez. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wiggins. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Lopez to pass. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And the Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to bring it back. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Makes the catch. It's Lofton. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at him.
Snags it, and he's open. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Right back to the well. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under fire. Has it. And he will score. Touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 17 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Red Raiders looking for a second win after the opening week loss. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Back now to your game in Winston-Salem. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
He'll bring it out. It's Compton. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Ollie, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
The Hurricanes head coach told me at the half, his running back has started to get in that Heisman conversation, and he is thrilled with the way he's performing. Sometimes hype off the field can be a distraction, but that has not happened. This running back has been locked in, dialed in, and is performing at a high level so far in this game. We'll see if he can keep it up here to start the second half. I'll keep you posted. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. There's some room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Sends it back in motion. Throwing, Mensah. Unloads to the right. That's reeled in. It's Lofton. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself. Play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Pringle. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Running the red zone. It's Pringle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this. to run the football. Be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Looking for room. It's Fletcher, and it's on the ground. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Canes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Canes! And the beatdown has ensued.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack and push you around. And then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards and stopped at the 27-yard line. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. Toss sweep to the right. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Lopez on target. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Runs through a man. He might have space. He's at the touchdown. Demon Deacon. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking for a crease. It's Pringle. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing and all can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
It's 3rd and 5. Running inside, it's Pringle. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Lopez wants to fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Lopez from the gun on 3rd down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wide receiver going in motion. Mensah rushes on him. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Got a man. It's Wingo. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Lopez to throw. It's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
From the gun on third down, Lopez. Just a short pass to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Wake.
And you want these guys that can take the top off of defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he does it right here. Just runs by the DB. He had no chance to try to catch up with him. Makes the big play down the field. And this will change the way you play defense against this guy the rest of the game.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Checking in from the Miami sideline. There is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again or if the defense starts to make a statement. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll try it again. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Here's Mensah to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has it with really good field position. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Lopez to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack point.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. It'll be 3rd and long. Throwing, Mensah. Fires left. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Lopez wants to fire. Bring in the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. They're in the gun on 3rd down. It's Lopez. A 50-50 ball, and he comes down with it. What a tremendous contested catch.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Hernandez. Wide open, touchdown, win! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride, so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. The play fake. Gio Lopez. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Checking in from the Miami sideline. I can see the... situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker, and they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our... That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's a Demon Deacon still down on the field, and they'll stop play to have him looked at. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. With the draw, it's Pringle.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Pulls it in, it's Pringle. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Miami! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. So a drive there of 85 yards, and the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Wiggins. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Just feeds the running back. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. And the Demon Deacons come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, 3rd down, Gio Lopez. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Throwing for it on 4th, Gio Lopez. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. And the Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll heave it deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. There's a Demon Deacon still down on the field, and they'll stop play to have him looked at. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Hurricanes. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
About a little time, lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Throwing Lopez. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Demon Deacons want to crank the tempo.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long, and now it's 2nd and a mile. Lopez to pass. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Lopez from the gun on 3rd down. Hit as he throws. Got his man downfield. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Lopez. Here comes the heat.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Again, it's Lopez. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Lopez to throw for it on 4th. Quickly to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their 1st timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very...
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percent.
Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Demon Deacons use their 2nd timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Wake calls the timeout, and they have no more to use. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10 you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Right back to it. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Trying to run, it's Pringle. Finding some room. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? Looking for the end zone. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch.
Well, and a lot of people at home are wondering on this drive with the lead, are they just going to take a knee and just take the win into the locker room? But they're staying aggressive. They're handing it off. Guys are still blocking. He's making people miss. And he scores a touchdown with no time left.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.